Hey everyone, this is Shepard from teamworkcast.com, here to continue this LP of mine. Last we saw, I had just slain a Pizarios in the primeval jungle. Now I'm going to finish off some of the other random quests that have been given to us at the volcano village, and then I'm going to finish off by doing a 7-part gauntlet against the Giaprey. So first things first, I actually did something slightly out of sequence, so I just want to go ahead and show that off first. I had done some Rhenoplos in order to get some medium monster bones, but I just wasn't in the mood to go through terrible grinding easy monster quests like this before I fought the big frog guy. So we'll just go ahead and do it now. I mean, it's as obvious in the world that what you're supposed to do is kill Rhenoplos, but for those that get easily confused, we will just demonstrate that yes, that is all you need to do. Something else I can show off is this really weird custom armor set. You might be saying, what the heck is that? It's actually my gathering set. So, interestingly enough, this time around, full leather does not give you speed gather. I don't really know what jerk at Capcom that was a good idea. So, in order to get speed gather, you actually have to do a pretty interesting mix set. So I went with the leather helmet, Arashira chest piece, Arashira gloves. I actually made the frog leggings, although you can make the Arashira leggings as well. And then, depending on what set you're going for, you can either do Arashira tacit or not. You can't really get any new skills out of mixing in Arashira from that unless you get a decent enough charm anyways. And I don't really like the way the Arashira tacit looks. Looks kind of like a dress. So, I guess if I had a female character, I wouldn't care. But at least until it's really beneficial, I'm not going to use that. As it is, I only have speed gather on this set. I don't have enough bumble pumpkins in order to upgrade this to gathering +1. When you do eventually get enough bumble pumpkins, though, you can just gem it in willy-nilly. You do need to gem in at least one speed gather piece, and depending on whether or not you use the Arashira tacit or not, you'll want to put it in your chest because you'll need double the skill pieces from the leggings. Get the torso up. Okay, so you can see there, we've already murdered 3 Rhenoplos. Once we finish these off, we will be all done. Not too bad. Really not a bad quest. In order to get some decent amount of minerals and stuff, I would choose this as my gathering quest every time. I wouldn't even bother trying to find any other quest to gather in this zone. You can technically gather in the guild in this area as soon as the game is unlocked. As soon as the guild is unlocked, but even if you have that as an option, this is still better. You get some extra Rhenoplos parts, which medium monster bones are always decent to have around, at least early on. It's kind of like Macalite ore. You just want to have a whole ton of them sitting around just in case you start building up weapons again. That Rhenoplos parts themselves aren't bad either. Sometimes they're needed for certain weapons, certain decorations, stuff like that. All good stuff. And then if you actually care to mine as well, of course, it's fine to mine. Probably even better to do some bug gathering than mining anyways, because you actually need some of the bugs that are from here. And truth be told, if you did eventually get a decent enough charm, I would actually probably even switch out this longsword for the bug staff that's been upgraded. You actually get 1 slot on that. But like I said, I haven't been good enough at farming. I haven't been consistent enough on getting bumble pumpkins, so I'm not going to obsess over that. It's too early on to obsess over stuff like that. Okay, next up is 8 Giaprey. Again, we're not going to get hassled too much by that. go ahead and reselect my gathering bag. You can see how amazing that is. I don't have to put away anything. Everything is automatically resorted into my inventory in my box. I just select gather and I go. It's really a thing of beauty. It's something that we've been harping on for a really long time. I can't remember if that was a feature made available in Monster Hunter Frontier. I don't know. Maybe. Certainly not something that many people have experienced here in the US. And then also Monster Hunter Online might have had it available as well. But again, unless you speak Chinese or are willing to brave that even more so than Monster Hunter 4, which honestly, if you had to pick between Monster Hunter Online and Monster Hunter 4, you'd probably have a much easier time playing Monster Hunter 4. Much more familiar interface, many more guides out there in terms of translations and things like that. I always found that strange in Monster Hunter, the weird. Sometimes you'll clear all the monsters of one area, and suddenly a new monster type will have taken over. I'm wondering if that's going to happen here. I'm also a pretty big fan of when you finally like smack like a Giaprey or Velociprey, whatever, in the face, like they scream at you. Like, hey, I don't appreciate that. Longsword to my face. Stop that. Trying to force them to respawn. Rhenoplos moved to Area 8. Now we're going to go down to Area 9. And here they all are. This is one of the few times in my life I've actually actively used spirit combos on minion monsters. But whatever. You do what you have to do. Oh, their bodies disappear really quickly. Huh. Well, what are you gonna do? I did go through all the various Bizarrios equipment. The only possible upgrade to anything of mine is I can make the Bizarrios Lance. However, it's almost even a downgrade in that it takes away all of my green sharpness, and it just adds a little bit of poison. Although it does have a quite massive amount of raw on it. There's not many things I'd still want to fight without green sharpness at this stage of the game, though. Even with boosted raw. I don't care. I'd rather not be bouncing on certain parts. And I guess the only thing that you might theoretically want to fight with that would be like the Geodrome when he shows up, but even then, not a fan. Okay, so we can really start using their fangs if we wanted. We could be making shock traps. This actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Fighting the Gypceros, using some traps to trap him and try and get some hits off on the head. We might do that. Okay, I believe this is Gather 5 Coal. Let's double check. just want to see if I have... which one is the exact Excite Room? Yes. Okay. Let's just speed this one up a little bit. Always nice to go into your gathering quests with a Farcaster. Oh! I was horribly mistaken. I did not realize that we... what was the name for this zone? Something along the lines of... Pure Woods? Something like that. I wonder if there's a possibility to get Dragonite ore here. Ooh. Or Power Seeds. I'm speeding up everything here. Oh, what's that? Oh, yes, you can get Power Seeds here. Oh, yeah. Yes. 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 Everybody's like, what happened to Shepard? Well, I'll tell you what happened to Shepard. I can now upgrade my armor sets by quite a bit. By a ton. I'm going from attack up small to attack up medium and or attack up large. So I'm going to finish this part. I'm going to finish this recording session. And I'm going to grind the hell out of those Power Seeds. I'm just going to go nuts on those Power Seeds. And then I'll come back after I've upgraded my armor. The nice thing is it'll be 2 for 1 in the sense that, you know, I'll be farming for Power Seeds, but at the same time I'll be able to gather Bumble Pumpkins as well, which means I might be able to actually upgrade this armor set a little bit more, which will let me gather more Power Seeds. And who knows, that, again, I can't remember, but I might be able to get Dragonite ore here. And again, if that's the case, everything else can be upgraded even more. So... that's kind of the way everything goes in this game. I mean, it's just exponential upgrades all the time. I don't think you'd ever see me get so excited on a gathering quest, but it's true. Keep an eye on those fish. You might need to fish from them at some point. There's a spot there. It's pretty nice of that Kelby to just run through me without actually doing any damage. We actually need to get, is that Crystal Bones? Something like that. A whole lot of angry looking cats over here. It doesn't look... usually there's a pretty decent mining spot in here, but I don't see one. Not this time around. I know there's a good bug spot in Area 7. Well, there usually is. Again, the mining nodes in this game have gotten semi-randomized. I'm sure a lot of people got really spoiled when they played Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Things like that, where the mining spots were essentially fixed. You know, even if I only got 1 Power Seed, that's still enough. I think I just got an Armor Seed, too. Oh no, those are Null Berries. Might not be a bad idea to kill some Congas. Jeez. That's like... substantial. Let's see if I got all the bones I needed. More than enough bones. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to eject myself. Okay. I'm going to deliver those bones. I'm going to farm some power seeds. And I'll come back in like an hour. I'm going to strip mine this map of everything it has. I didn't realize we'd gotten access to it this early. It's very lucky. Very lucky indeed. And that way when I come back to the Gypceros, you know, I'll say, hey, you can do this quest a bunch of times. You should do it. Because you can get X, Y, and Z. Oh, looks it's giving me some Maclite ore and some charms. Let's see what we got here. That might be status attack up. It's got one slot, so that's good enough. That might be gathering. That might be gathering too. Let's see here. That in and of itself may have unlocked some quests. Let's just see. No. Okay, still have to fight the Gypceros. Let's just double check if those charms are gathering charms, because if they are, we're in like really good shape. I actually might be able to get gathering plus something something. No. No. Nope, not gathering. Don't know what it is. I'll have to translate it later. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording for now because I need to farm power seeds. But I will be back. I'll be back to farm a Gypceros very, very soon. Alright, so until next time, this is Shepard saying good luck and have a good hunt.